I am joined by B. Brohan. I'm not going to try to pronounce your first name, but people can go on LinkedIn and they can give it a try.
Yeah, they can.
Why don't you say it for us real quick?
Berengere.
Oh, that's nice. Founder of My O.C. Consulting and acting group revenue director of Good Hotels, coming to us from, I forgot to ask you where you're at.
From London.
You are in London. Okay. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You bet. So how's your personal experience? How's it been going the past 7, 8, 9 months?
Good. Well, our life, it's been great. It hasn't been. It's been a hell of a roller coaster, really. But I mean, we need to take the best of it. And in the end, it's been a good learning curve, I think, in terms both like work-wise and like changing a little bit of the way we think, whether it's in revenue management or ever management with the teams and reviewing the interactions between the teams, and rethinking the business, trying to broaden our views of the type of businesses that we need to get in, etc. I think we got swamped quite easily into our day-to-day, and that pandemic helped us to take a step back and really look at the bigger picture and say, okay, so what do we plan now? What's the real strategy? And we're not catching up anymore. We're trying to be ahead. So good for that.
Yeah, I get a sense that when we come out of this, it's really gonna have the past 8, 9 months are going to have such a huge impact on let's just say revenue management itself, how it's done, who does it, how those around that function see it, how the owners see it. I think it's really going to be really interesting and powerful.
Yeah, it will. I'm not sure it will change everywhere, unfortunately, but I think lots of brands and like even like smaller or bigger entities have realized that, they need to work more together. They need to think about the strategy in a different way. So for that, it will be pretty good, yeah.
So tell us about your hotels that you're working with. What kind of hotels are they?
So Good Hotels, if we talk about them, so they are, it's a social business, meaning that all the profits are redistributed, actually. So it's a different way of doing hospitality. It's how can we make business, but doing good. So our brand is actually Sleep Good, Do Good, which is great, but it means that we have, this pandemic has actually showed that the team, the people, and the people we're helping also. So we have schools in Guatemala are really important. They have been out for the last 7 months. So how do we make sure that we sustain the business, but we also sustain this part of the business that is really helping the others? Not an easy task. We still have the hotel in London that is closed, actually. Guatemala has reopened a few months ago. It's doing okay. The country has reopened also, so it's getting a little bit better. I mean, London, like a lot of London hotels, is a struggle currently. So fingers crossed, in the next few weeks, we'll be able to reopen when the restrictions ease a little bit more.
How about your role? I know you're a consultant, so that may be a little different than a lot of in-house folks, but how is the management of revenue for hotels, how's it changed for you?
I think what has changed is so we have revenue managers actually in each of the properties. So I'm helping them, and on the digital side a lot. So it has changed because we took this opportunity to actually review our website and review the way we communicate with our clients. So that's been pretty good. I think this whole period has also really strengthened the relationships between the team. So the team is based out of Amsterdam, London, Guatemala. So we have the time difference, we have the culture differences, but we managed to communicate more than usual, actually, and that's been really good because we came up with some new ideas, some new projects that for sure we wouldn't have without that. So For that, it's been pretty good. Now we've put some different projects in place that are much more towards e-commerce and digital, which are things that the revenue manager were not super at ease with, and that we managed to develop. So it's been that's been the day-to-day has been really in that direction, and also having a relationship between sales and revenue that was much stronger.
And see, I think this speaks to the change that, I mean, the people keep telling me, the hoteliers I talk to keep telling me the change that, again, when travel starts to really come back, I just hear we're going to be better digitally. We're going to be better. We're going to be more communicative between departments. The website experience, the booking experience is going to be better. It's just a whole lot going on.
Yeah. I mean, we've been lucky to have also, I think, systems and tools and different companies that have been helping in that sense, because they've recognized that hotels didn't necessarily have the funds to work on an app or to improve on their digital marketing, all those kind of things. So they helped a lot by trying and testing and giving like freebies, etc. So that's been pretty good. And for us, it's been about really rethinking the guest journey. We were talking about guest journey inside the hotel, and that was super important. You have your kiosk and you have your hand sanitizer and blah, blah, but that's not all about the guest journey. Guest journey is way before that. It's how do we get these guests from the moment they go online and the moment they hopefully land on our own website. And that's really where we try to focus. And I think lots of companies are doing that. And that's great, because we're going to finally try to give a better experience to the guests. I think lots of people have been complaining about OTAs and other distribution systems, but let's be realistic. Like, what was our position online? Like, did we really work on getting this customer? Or we just thought like, oh, they should be better on our website. No, we need to make sure that we're also offering something that is quite relevant and super simple. You should be able to get on the website, find the information you want, and in a few clicks, here you go. You got your basket and you check out, and make things easy. Super easy to do it on an OTA. Why not on the website?
Hey, it's really, really easy.
It is.
So with the time remaining, B.
Yes.
Why don't you give our audience, some advice for the hoteliers that are going to continue to go through this? It's not over.
No, it's not over. And to be honest, I was really naive at the beginning, and I thought it would be gone by September. I think now, even if we know that typically in the UK restrictions are until early December, but let's be realistic, it's not going to come back before a few months' time, or we're going to have different waves. So we need to live with it. I think that the most important thing is to make sure that we really look down to cost. What's the most cost effective for now, and build the strategy for the future. So we have the different stages. We'll have the short term, and how can we get business very quickly as soon as you can reopen, basically. And what's the long-term strategy? So how do we work with the with sales and the other departments to make sure that we are sustainable on the long term? This is not because for now this type of business is good that we shouldn't focus on, let's say, typically the corporates. Corporates is dead at the moment, but it's not going to be dead forever. So how do we secure these kind of things? And I think that's where people that will think ahead will really get their get the best results.
Yep, that's some good advice. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much.
You bet.